What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're installing a Cycle-Rama VVT Cam into this 2024 CVO with VVT. Now obviously, guys, you may be aware there are some cams out there and engine kits available for these things that delete the VVT. Now while some think that's a great idea because they don't want to have the nonsense of the VVT, let's find out if this new Cycle-Rama cam is actually worth it. I think it's going to be really good. I've never actually installed or tuned one yet, so this is the first one I've ever installed, and we'll be tuning here today. We are going to be using the TTS Master Tuner. So I'm very keen to get this thing in. I'm going to walk you guys through the installation process, removal and installation process. It is a little bit different than your typical cam because we do have the cam phaser and the center bolt there. There is a special tool required from Harley-Davidson. I'm not sure if the aftermarket has one available yet. I'm sure they will in time. But at the moment, as far as I know, it is only the Harley-Davidson special tool that is required to do this at this point in time. Other than that, guys, pretty straightforward cam install. We're not doing anything with the intake manifold or the injectors because, as you know, these new center-cooled M8s have really refined that intake plenum, well, just the intake manifold design. The injectors are going to be big enough for this thing. So let's just see how it all pairs together and find out what's going on. All right, guys, so pretty straightforward to start with. We're just getting the cam sensor out of the front of the nose cone here and the solenoid here for the VVT. Just under the nose cone, quite simple to undo, just unclips. You can pull it all out or you can disconnect it. I'm just choosing to pull it all out in the one assembly, just sitting it to the side there before I wrap it up in some in a shop rag, just a rag there, just to keep it protected and clean while we do the rest of the job. Just going ahead and pulling the cam cover screws out there, so just time-lapsing our way through this. Bit of a look at the assembly there, the cam phaser. It's all pretty much the same looking except for the big phaser hanging off the top of the cam drive sprocket. So I'm just going to pull the tensioner off the side here and then we'll get stuck into the removal of the cam phaser. I will throw in a clip here of actually the Harley's training video that talks about the cam sprocket reaction tool to remove everything, so that'll be interesting for you guys to watch. A bit of insight into the motor company's training videos.
The cam reaction tool is needed to remove and install the cam center bolt on the VVT system. The cam torque reaction tool locks to the rotor portion inside the phaser to counteract the input disassembly torque. If you fail to counter the torque, the outer portion of the phaser will react to the torque through the cam drive and potentially damage the phaser. Insert the tool's locking features into the phaser rotor. Then use a wrench to hold the tool in place. Engage a socket through the cam torque reaction tool to the head of the cam center bolt. Apply torque to remove the center bolt. Be aware it has a high assembly torque. For assembly, engage the tool into the rotor portion of the VVT phaser. Holding the tool with a wrench, use a socket and torque wrench to set the initial torque. This is a multi-step torque process, starting with an initial torque, followed by a torque-to-angle method. Reference the service manual for specifics.
Right, so with all that process done, guys, we're just going to pull the center bolt out here and remove the entire cam drive sprocket and phaser assembly. Go ahead and remove the cam plate here and get the camshaft out of there so we can put this new one in. Of course, before we do that, we're going to measure our pinion shaft run out with these awesome Elliott Motorcycles engine building tools. These things are outstanding. They're all 3D printed here in Australia by Elliott himself, and these things are absolutely brilliant. I love them. I'll put the link in the description there that you can go and check out the store and have a look at all the other stuff that he does too. It's really interesting what they get up to. Rightio guys, so the timing on these is very, very simple. We have a spot at the top and a dot at the bottom. We line up our flat on our pinion shaft to the top there, and it just, if we can make an imaginary line pointing straight up, and then we have our dots on our cam sprockets here, drive sprocket and cam sprocket. On the back here we have our little tab that locates into the top of the camshaft up here, and you make sure that guy fits in there, and the dots at the bottom points down, everything lines up nice and straight, and we just set the camshaft phaser onto the camshaft. I've just got my finger in there just to pull the camshaft out towards the phaser and just turning it to feel it lock into place to make sure it's properly installed before throwing in the center bolt and torquing it up to spec like we saw in our training video earlier. Rightio guys, so the base file I'm using at the moment is just on its way in. The first time you program these things, it just takes a few minutes. It just backs everything up. It's just, yeah, it's a long drawn out process, as is the tuning process on these things. Nonetheless, I'm still looking forward to getting it done and seeing some results. So let's get into it. Rightio guys, so I've done about 4 passes so far, and you can see we're at 125 horsepower and 129 foot-pounds of torque. Now the fuel trim looks perfectly up the top there from 4,000 onwards. We're a bit fat down here at 3,000 and just below there, a bit lean. Need to tidy that up a little bit. Looking at the data too when recording, there's no timing in this thing at all. So given the fact that it is VVT, we will be careful with how much we're giving it, but we are going to give it some more and see if we can get this up a little bit. So let's keep going. Alrighty, so we've got a result. We're going to jump up here and take a look at the graph behind us and run through it. Alright guys, so here we are. You can see the difference there. Just keep in mind, this thing rode in here with the same exhaust pipe that's on there. It just had the Screamin Eagle Smart Street Tuner, or whatever, the Screamin Eagle Street Tuner Pro on there. I didn't even look at the tune, we didn't even worry about it, but you can see good increase in power there guys, up to 128 now, over 110 and 136. You can see there too, the stock cam just sort of, while everything sort of was falling away there just with the way it was, the speed limit or everything in there, you can see it's not trending to make that much power. It's probably gonna, sort of shoot out here like this, maybe and fall short. And you can see the torque is definitely taking a nosedive as well. Probably, obviously that's, severe with the speed limiter on there, but you can see it's trending in that fashion there. So had we even been able to do a wide open run with this here without the cam, it's definitely not going to make that much power. And the torque increase through the mid range, that's where it's going to feel the most different to ride, guys. All right, so is it worth the Cycle-Rama CR565 VVT Cam in your CVO? Look, I think so. 18 horsepower is nothing to shy away from. That's a good increase. The torque there through the mid-range, that's really going to be the most noticeable difference for sure. And keep in mind guys, it's just a stage 2 cam. We're not changing injectors, intake, and it's just a direct bolt-in cam with some push rods, and away we go. The customer already had the great supporting mods with the Screamin Eagle Extreme Wedge air filter and the Khrome Werks full system here, so great supporting mods there. Look, I think it's a great cam. I think there's more to be had with different things, as far as if you're going to do VVT deletes and really lean on these bikes, then sure, that's what you're going to do. But for a lot of you guys, you may not want to do that. You just want a quick job in and out, stage 2 cam job. This is going to tick your box, especially with an increase like that in the torque. That's definitely something that's worth considering for sure. It's a very cost-effective job to do. As I said, very minimal, We just did a cam and some push rods. You know, it was not invasive to the engine at all. And yeah, I think it's worth doing it, folks. That's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching. Got another video out for you guys, so I hope you've enjoyed it. New viewers, check out some of the videos on the screen here, and we'll see you next time.